Hey there, guys. Money here on the off-grid, and I'm just gonna talk about how much it costs us to live off-grid here in Tonga. And I've done this before, but it's been 2 years since we have established ourselves here, started building on the property since we came in 2023. So I've got a few notes here of what we've not what we've accomplished, but what how we're surviving right now, and also um, what we're doing, what is it costing us to live off grid, and and what we're actually doing to maintain that. And I'll just go through a few things like our income revenue. YouTube is a big factor. We're averaging around about $1,000 Australian on YouTube. Thanks to you guys, we're able to self-sustain ourselves out here with the help of you guys watching these. Sorry, I'm just going to move this camera. With the help of you guys watching the channel, and that's helped heaps, guys. I can't appreciate it more, man. It's just so good how this channel has come out to be. Just filming the everyday life of what we go through over here in Eua and in Tonga. So around about $1,000 per month with YouTube revenue. Tours. If you don't know me already, what I do here in Eua, established a tour business where I take people out in the 4-wheel drive and take them to see different sites here in Eua. And the roads are getting better here to be able to get there a little bit easier. Some of them you can just get there without 4-wheel drive, but a lot of them you can't. A beautiful spot here in Eua, and recommend it for if you ever come here to Eua. Just do a tour, and if you don't go through me or you go through family or whatever, just make sure they got 4-wheel drive so that you can actually get to every site. There's a lot of sites that people don't go to, is because they can't access it too. But if you guys want to go to all the sites, let me know and we'll make it happen. All right. So the tours, I get around about $500 to $1,000 per month. So that could be 1,500 in total, or $2,000 in total per month so far. And that pretty much is all we need, to be honest. Very happy with that. If we get more than that, great. To survive, yeah, that's all we need. For food, carry on, keep working, whatever. Yeah, that's all we need. But there's all other different things that come into it, like your maintenance on your vehicles, maintenance on your solar system, maintenance on the house. It might be leaks or whatever there is. You might need tools to be able to do some work or whatever. Get nails or an extra hammer or something like that. Do some concreting. Might need help with labor. There's all those kind of things. So extra is always welcomed. And I mean, how it has all come down to where we are right now, man, only God can actually help us with what we've done so far. The initial touring, that wasn't planned. Just came through. The help of you guys, social media, and word of mouth with tours. So very grateful for that. I haven't actually, what do you call it, marketed it out there because I've been busy here on the land and we've been doing some work. So whatever comes through, I do. I had to cancel one while I was over in the mainland for the 2 weeks, but it is what it is, you know. So yeah, that's that. How do we provide ourselves with food on the land? So these are the things that I've got a list of things that we actually eat from the land. So we eat eggs from chickens. We've got 10 layers that have been laying very well, and they're in about probably 3 years old now. So they're getting on in time and in age where they should be dropping with their laying. But when we went over the mainland for 2 weeks, they were feeding for themselves, grubs and whatnot. They were roaming around. And we were able to... Sorry, just unlocking this. We weren't able to feed the chickens, so the laying of the hens diminished. And if you don't feed them the proper feed that they need, the egg production comes down. So we're back up after, I think this is the second week now that we've been back from the mainland, and consistent feeding them what they need is... It's actually, I've just checked the eggs today, and beautiful. We had 30 eggs in there, but I haven't checked them for the last 3 or 4 days. So great. They're probably nearly laying 1 egg every day, so that's great. I'm very happy with that again. So we got eggs from chickens. We've got taro in the plantations we can eat from. Plantain, those big fat bananas that we've got up there. I just took one down yesterday for this Sunday for food. Manioke we've got in there on both sides of the property. We've got cassava there. They're getting on in age now, so I'll probably have to take them all out very soon. If not, they're just going to be for pigs. Yeah. Also, we've got bananas that are fruiting at the moment. I've got the ladyfingers. They're always fruiting in the front. I've got around about 5 bunches there. I've got 2 bunches of the small bananas that are over on a couple of trees over there. So that's great. They're coming through. And I've also got the big fat bananas called plantains up at the back here. So that we just cook that up as a potato kind of food. We boil it up, and but the bananas we don't. We let them ripen and we utilize them as just fruit to eat and banana cakes and whatnot. So we do that as well. So that's great. We've also got pineapples that will be doing really well this year. Got probably over 200 pineapples in the front yard here. And nearly every single one of them have got fruit on them. So they're around about the size of my fist now. They're getting bigger, and it seems like it's going to be a decent season this year. So very happy with that as well. Wifey has been very careful, and she's been looking after those pineapples really well, making sure they're weeded and whatnot. So yeah, and she's done a lot of work on that. So that has come through, and this year will be great with pineapples. We eat chickens now and again. Sometimes I'll kill a wild chicken, or just normal chickens that are half breeds that too many roosters, and I'll kill off a couple of roosters. Sometimes give them away, or we'll eat them, or sometimes I'll utilize them, certain parts of those chickens for the dogs, boil them up for the dogs. So we use that as well. Our pigs, they're ready to get sold, ready to eat, the smaller ones. So we've got pig meat as well. We've got a 20th anniversary for our Baptist church next month. Yeah, in September. So on the 21st. On the 21st. So one of the big males, not Ngako, the other smaller one. We're gonna slaughter him for that, and so we've got meat for the church. We're gonna do that. We can't slaughter any sheep just yet because we've only got the 3 older ones and then the 2 babies that have just been born. So next year, we possibly mid next year maybe might be able to slaughter a sheep next year, but we'll see how we go, see how they breed, and whoops, sorry about that again. See how they breed, and if they breed really well with having twins all the time, that's awesome. So that will be able to provide us with lamb. What else is there? So also maintaining the property, it takes a bit of money. So with your lawnmowers, there's maintenance. With filling the lawnmowers, it's petrol, bit of oil sometimes. And petrol over here is around about $3.50, $3.40, depending on the month. and $3.45 depending. So yeah, petrol's quite expensive, and also our diesel. Running into town and back. We go to church 3 times a week. What else is there? And also my tours. So that eats up a lot as well with the diesel. So it's $4.45, maybe 35 sometimes if we're lucky. And yeah, so that also eats up a fair bit of the income as well. Um, what else is there? Maintenance on the vehicle. So there's been a fair bit of maintenance on this vehicle that I still need to do, and there's a lot of parts that have been bought. Um, so far, brakes have been bought, brake pads, the actual calipers, the rotors. Um, what else have been bought? So Musk bought all of that just recently when he came over last, and he bought all of that in his suitcase. No, sorry, it came in the box. Sorry, came in the box. And oil filters. What else was there? So I'm still having to put on the calipers, the brakes, the new rotors, and that still has to be done. But it costs a fair bit of money. So yearly maintenance, changing the oil takes around about 10 liters of oil as well. That's around about $200 worth of oil. So at least once a year, do an oil change with the vehicle. Because they're not huge kilometers, I'm just driving around, and we don't do huge Ks, so it's just a bit of full driving around here and there, just drive to town, 13 Ks to town and back. That's all it is, maybe 3, 4, 5 times a week, depending, whatever it is. Also, tires. I'm going to probably have to have new tires next year, and also, with this vehicle that I've got currently, is rusting away. Man, it's unbelievable. There's water coming in through the front window. It's just dripping down. I'm sealing it with some tar strips and whatnot, with all the holes, just sealed it with tar strips. The rust is just keep on going. I'm just driving along, rust is falling down in front of me. All along the bottom, it's all rusted. So it's probably, I can't get another vehicle. I can't afford it, but probably I might be able to afford to get it. What do you call it? Get all the rust done. Maybe. I don't think they'll get it all. It's a lot of work. So I reckon there's a good month's work there to get all that rust out and repatch it all up. And I can't afford to not have a vehicle because I do the tours as well. What is required is hopefully, I don't know, if I can get a loan or not, I don't think so. What I'm hearing, if I can get a loan to get another vehicle, that would be awesome. So if I can get another troopy, just specifically for tours, and I can drive that while this one's getting fixed, that would be great. So the troopy I can utilize for the tours, and this will be getting fixed in. The engine's still great. Everything else is still great. It's just the body that's rusting away. Every time I do a tour, people look at it, and I remember there was people from Russia that came on a super yacht. They got in the vehicle. One of the guys with the camera, he goes, "Is this safe?" And I'm like, "Yeah, mate, it's safe. Don't worry." Just because of all the rust, yeah, as you can see, and the door handles or whatever, and the actual windows. You can't even close the window anymore. So it is what it is. I got to get new doors for all of the doors, new 4 doors, and get all the rust done. Just strip it all down and get rust all done, fabricated, and and put it back together. That's the idea there. So yeah, there's a fair bit of money into that as well. So starting a tour business, yes, it provides, but for me to keep on doing that, I'm gonna have to get this vehicle up to scratch, and not only that, get another vehicle. So we've got 2 vehicles. A troopy overseas, a decent one, you're looking around about 30 to 50 grand. Brand new, 100k. 70k probably Australian for a brand new one. I think it's around about 70 to 80k, something like that. But there's nothing done on it. So yeah, it's a lot of money, and that I can't justify and I can't utilize. I don't know. Maybe I'll just get a Hilux, an older Hilux, but the maintenance is crazy, right? I'd rather get something brand new, and it's maintenance free for the first 5 years at least. You know, something like, not maintenance free, but no massive issues. Just brake pads, bits and pieces, small things, yearly, and your what do you call it? Your oil change. So that would be great if I could do that. But knowing if I have to go for a loan, man, probably I don't know if the bank will let me, but I'd at least have to get 50 grand Australian to get something about 35k. Then bring it over and pay customs and that here. So in total, customs and CT around about 30, around about that's 30% on the price and the duty. It's crazy. 15% duty, 15% CT. So, oh well, that is what it is. Also, got to maintain our solar. So we've just got new lithium batteries. I'm gonna do a different video for solar as well. But yeah, thanks again to Rosita and Dolmiki for supplying those batteries. Awesome, beautiful, lifetime batteries. So yeah, great. But yeah, maintenance on solar. There's not much maintenance on panels. They last 20 years, but it's always good to upgrade with new technology, to be honest. Like I had the old gel batteries. Now I'm going to lithium, way better. And it's around about 20 kilowatts of power now that I have with lithium batteries, so that's awesome. And what I recommend, if anyone's gonna do this in the future, get the very best. If you can afford it, get the very best. Meaning, get something that you don't have to redo again, like with your solar. Just spend the money, do it right, and you don't have to do anything else again. There's a few things I need to still tweak on the solar, but it's running perfectly right now. I've got one other avenue that hasn't brought any money in this year, but hopefully next year, hopefully next year, is my dogs. So the dogs haven't been breeding this year. She's had a massive rest because she had 2 litters, one after the other. She had a big rest this year. Hopefully next year we'll get some breeding done, and we'll have some puppies. And those puppies, beautiful American bullies. They're going to be a lot better than what we have, what she has had in the past. But even the past puppies have been so good. So that's another avenue. This next litter will only be $500 a pup, but after that it's going to be $1,000 a pup. It's because they're going to be top quality. Going to be very good quality. So already got lists of people wanting to buy pups and buy dogs and whatnot, and we're just waiting on her and now my male for them to breed. So they're in together in the same yard at the moment. I had them separated earlier, but now they're in the same yard, so that's good. But yeah, so that's pretty much everything that I have down. So what does it cost for us to be off grid? Right, $2,000 comfortably a month. So that's what, $500 a week. That'll be perfect. To be honest, if we can get around about $5,000 a month, that'll be ideal. Ideal to be able to have our bacon, have our eggs. Well, we got eggs. Be able to build on the piggery that we want to do. So concrete it all, brick it, do it properly. Also, chickens, do them properly as well, house them properly, and hopefully we can do that because we need a little bit of money for a bit of infrastructure for those guys. Also, I need a pergola or a place to keep the vehicles. So need to build that. So there's money there as well. And building materials are very expensive over here. So and trying to ship it over to Eua is expensive as well. So it's not only the building materials, the logistics of trying to get it over here to Eua, and then even from the wharf to where I am it costs a fair bit as well. So it can cost up to $250 just for that trip. It's crazy, guys. Everything's getting a lot more expensive. But yeah, if you've got an income over here, then you've got yourself established, great. No problem. You have no problems whatsoever. Make sure you grow a bit of agriculture, meaning your taro, your cassava, hopa, whatever. Fruits, what you need. We've got mango trees galore here. Hopefully probably next year to the next 5 years. Hopefully in between now and next 5 years, hopefully they start fruiting and provide us with mangoes. So there's a lot more to do here also. With fencing, we need to sort out some fencing because we need to fence the whole property. I've only got half the property fenced. We need to fence the whole property so no cows come in. I had issues with cows. There's still a little bit of issues with cows. So I need to fence all of that. So it's a fair bit of infrastructure with fencing as well. I want to try and do it properly. Get proper wire. The ones that I got from Tonga. Yeah, last 2 years now, and they're really rusty. They might last another year, so I've got to replace all of that as well. So there's maintenance in fencing as well. The spikes are okay. They probably last 5 years or more. That's okay. Maybe 10 years they might last. The T pickets. But the what do you call it? The actual wire fencing, yeah, I need to get proper wire fencing for this property so we can keep our cows, keep in pigs, all that kind of stuff. Keep dogs, and also electrify where we need to electrify it. Alright guys, so that's Moni here on the off-grid. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. Hopefully it gives you a little bit of insight of what we do here, how we spend our money, and also how much money we actually make to be able to live this lifestyle. It's a beautiful lifestyle. I won't go back over. I don't want to go back overseas, to be honest. I want to stay here. I love this lifestyle. And if I have to go back, it's probably just for family, birthdays, something like weddings, maybe, something like that. So that's about it. Other than that, yeah, no. Staying here for life. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed that, and God bless, and bye for now. Bye bye.